So that's where I got the inspiration for my storm costume that I used for the promo of this episode.
It was a nice costume, but I have to say, I cannot believe that a scene like this exists here. It's just the craziest thing.
It's incredible, and you know what? We've got plenty more people here to keep the anime scene alive and animated. With us in the studio today is Arafaat Ali Khan from the Middle East Film and Comic Convention. We've got Nashwa Abulola from the Dubai Anime Club, and she's also the winner of last year's World Game Expo Cosplay in 2010.
And of course, we also have one more guest, who is Mohammed Sultan Alkhaili, who is a 20-something avid fan of anime, and this guy, I think, knows everything about the local scene when it comes to anime. So welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Arafaat, let's start with you, right? Now, you guys are instrumental in bringing the region's first Middle East Film and Comic Convention. Yeah. What was the motivation behind that?
Well, if we're to be honest, we're all geeks and we just wanted to get it here. But no, honestly, I mean, it is true. We are geeks. You know, we love this scene. You know, I mean, everyone in the team, they're either sort of anime lovers, comic book lovers, action figure. You know, we're all into it. But you know what really got us into it is when we started going out there and meeting people. We found that there was so much talent in this part of the world. Talent when it comes to animation, talent when it comes to, you know, drawing and sketching. It was unbelievable.
Now, I know it's scheduled for later this year, right?
Yes.
But can you give us an idea of the kind of activities that we can expect?
Yeah, like what happens there?
Well, I mean, we're based on sort of the international structure of like San Diego Comic-Con that a lot of your viewers have probably heard of. And it incorporates a little bit of everything so that anyone who comes to the show will find something they're interested in. So we're going to have comic books, we're going to have anime and manga, we're going to have, you know, things about movies, games, all sorts of stuff. And when I say that, you know, we're going to have creators, we're going to have movie celebrities, TV show celebrities, you know, that people can meet, get their autographs, you know, take pictures with them, stuff like that. Meet their heroes, really. And that's what we want. And, you know,
I could see Nashwa really smiling there when you said
we've been beating her off with a stick, you know, for the last 6 months because she's
okay, let me bring you into this. Now, you are part of the Dubai Anime Club, which is like a legitimate club for anime here in the UAE. Now, what is your character exactly, and how did you get into it? And
okay, I'm actually vice president of the club. We're a non-profit organization, and what we do is we provide anime fans in the UAE with events and just a place to hang out, just so they can talk about anime and things like that.
Do you have a lot of people in the club?
On Facebook, we've hit over 400 people at the moment, and we only opened our page a few months ago, so it's really
that's pretty cool. Now, you're actually a teacher, and I heard on the grapevine that you've introduced costume making to your students. Now, I know you're an avid costume maker. You've actually got one with you today.
I have a half-made costume with me today.
Let's have a look. So what character is that for?
This is Sailor Cosmos from Sailor Moon. It hasn't been finished yet. It's about 30% complete, but yeah, I'm doing it for the MEFCC. So.
Do you think anime is only something that should be limited to the younger audiences, or?
Definitely not. No way.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, you know, I don't know if I would do that. I don't know.
But Mohammed, you are also an avid enthusiast of anime, and you actually know a little bit of the history of how anime even came to our shores. So give us a little history lesson.
Well, back in the 70s, when the Gulf used to do trading a lot with the Japanese, they found out there was a lot of they have a lot of amazing products there, like the electronics, their TVs, everything's so cheap. And that's when the anime came in. Because in America, the animation cost there, to bring here, it cost a lot of money. But in Japan, it doesn't cost that much. So they brought them here. And during the 70s, there were only 2 studios in the Gulf, Syria, Kuwait, sorry. They did the translation. During the 70s, they start airing them, and with Arabic, people got fascinated about it. But it wasn't that famous back in the 70s until the 80s.
But what happened in the 80s?
That's when they had their TVs, right?
That's actually
so people started
correct.
To buy
That's
TVs.
actually when everybody started getting TVs. Maybe because maybe it was the animation that what made them buy TVs in the first place.
So then, yeah. So I guess that would be responsible for cartoons that we used to see here, like, Captain Majid.
Adnan Walina,
Grandizer.
Grandizer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all of those, exactly.
And don't forget that Adnan Walina, when the first time everybody saw Adnan Walina, they actually thought it was like Arabic cartoon, but originally it's actually Japanese. The same time, the dubbing was beautiful.
Right,
Well,
right.
It's very adapted to it. It's beautiful. I even recently saw the Japanese version of it that I got so disappointed. The Arabic version is so much better. It feels more alive than the Japanese.
Okay, well, you brought some items I can see here because we have a table full of stuff.
And
Well,
Nashwa's brought these in, and they're actually collectible. So you've got Nashwa's toys in here as well as yours. So maybe Mohammed, you can tell us what you've brought in for us today.
Just to clear things out, I didn't bring any toys. That's all hers.
They're not
That's all
toys.
That's all hers. All I brought is my DVD, my anime collection and my comic books. That's all I brought.
Which one is it? Your comic book? Is that Akira one?
Akira
probably,
is
right?
actually that's the biggest manga comic I got right now recently.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best science fiction comics to read.
I know it's really popular because I actually have a friend of mine who named his son Akira.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
That's real anime love. But can I just say what I think is so cool? Would you look at that? It's a VHS.
Do
you have a VCR?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that is the only time I think I've held a VHS in about 20 years. But that's really cool. What's this one about? Can you tell us what it's about?
Slayers is actually it's a fantasy comedy about.
The Slayers, right?
It's a random animation. It's one of those typical random animation. Doesn't much have a deep story to it. It's just about
Anything happens.
You just expect something to happen.
Yeah, just random storylines. Something happens. It's just exciting. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with anime cartoons, I guess, right?
There's so many aspects to it. There's cosplay. You can dress up. There are all these collectibles, and I know from what Nashwa tells me, that is a really expensive book. So I'm actually scared of touching it. Okay. So this is obviously an expensive
Yeah, I
passion
saw
as well
that behind the scenes. She was like, "Please don't. Be careful."
Well, you guys, thanks so much for sharing your passion and your love for anime and enlightening us about the history of anime as well. It's been absolutely fantastic.
It was absolute pleasure having you guys. Thanks a lot. And good luck. And we might see you at the end of the year at COMICON.
That's right.
Inshallah.